going?
Good, are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm wondering if you can kind of just give me a sense of like when Anthony has one of those big runs, like he had the late one, I think, for 8 yards on that third down. Like, when Shane says got to have it, and he has a power run like that and gets excited. What does it do to juice you guys up, even, on the field or on the sideline or whatever?
I think it gets everybody fired up. I mean, um, we've known this whole like ever since he got here, but it just shows up on the field over and over again that he cares so much about this team, about winning football games, and he's just a great guy to be around. So like seeing him stepping up and giving it his all every single day in practice, but then also obviously on Sundays, it's just huge to see, and it's just a lot of fun to play, with someone like that, and then it gets you fired up, and it just gets you fired up more to get your blocks better, just because like Anthony is going to make the most out of it, and even if he has a tiny gap to squeeze through or something, like he's going to make it, and he's going to give it his all.
And just unrelated follow up. The Dolphins did blitz a lot yesterday, and obviously, that presents a lot of problems. How did that sort of impact you guys just on a play to play basis? And then also, you didn't have a sack in spite of it. How did that come about, do you think?
Obviously they threw a lot at us, but I think AR handled it really well. Obviously, it's very hard to take down, and then Brian Kelly leading the offensive line, and then kind of seeing the blitzes and then kind of adjusting to them. But then obviously they threw in the next blitz, so you're always trying to stay on top of it. But at the end of the day, you can't see everything out there. Obviously, the defensive disguise blitzes and then what sides they're rotating to. Um, but it just comes down to, blocking your guy and then, helping out the other side if your guy ends up dropping out. And then you just can control what you can control as an offensive line. And yeah, everything else then just works itself out.
James?
Bernhard, how does Tyler Goodson just give you all different flavor in the backfield, and what's it like seeing him? You said getting holes open. He shoots through them pretty fast, so I'd imagine there's some excitement there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great part about this organization. Like all these guys, like they care, like we all care so much, and like you can see that with earlier when we talked about AR, like when he's running the ball, when Goods is running the ball, when Trey Sermon is running the ball, like these guys really leave it all out there on the field, and you can feel that energy, and it's just exciting to block for all of these guys.
Chap?
Yeah, Bernie, quick question. We're talking to Coach about this. You guys have had all these one-score games. Everything's tight, mistakes are amplified. And at the risk of jinxing everything, and I apologize, when you're the least penalized team in the league, how do you prepare for that during the week? Is there more attention to things? Do you run plays over? How do you kind of not only focus on it, but then translate that onto the field?
Coach is very strict about those penalties and stuff during practice, and then he's gonna make you rerun plays or restart the periods over, and he's gonna move the ball back, making it more difficult for the offense even in practice. And I think that's just prepares us for the game situations, and yeah, so I think that helps a lot. And then you just gotta stay disciplined, obviously, and then also execute that on Sundays, and just gotta keep doing that moving forward.
Thank you.
Then we'll take our last question from Joel.
How do you feel like your season's going right now, just from a protection standpoint?
Obviously, like there was a lot of different stuff coming at us yesterday, but you make your calls, and then you stick with them. You try to make them right as much as you can. But I think every week we just learn from mistakes. If it's something we can adjust pre-snap, or something that all of us can do individually, like during the protection, like in our set, in our strike, or with anything. And I think we learn from him each week, and we try to get better every week and try to improve every day.